Hello everybody and welcome to Dunston Activity Centre's virtual hub. Today we're going to be doing another Christmas wreath. You might have seen the last workshop that I did on the hub's website where we went out and we foraged for things. Well, this time we're going to do a bought-in one. This is where we've bought in spruce and oranges and things, but you can also do that at home as well. You can still forage. So I've got Trish with me today and I'm going to show her how to make a wreath and hopefully you learn from it too. So the first thing we're going to do, Trish, is you're going to take your wire, and we're using floristry wire here, and we're going to tie it to the top of the wreath form. And we're just going to bind that on any old way as long as it's nice and tight. Yeah, just any way, Trish, any way, just...
I'll just fix it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But we're also going to do, once you've done that, make a loop, because that loop is how we hang it.
Yep.
So double it up a couple of times if you can, and make the loop. Just thread that through as well then. So once you've got yourself a little loop, let me know. We did a little bit prepping for this because... Have you managed?
Yeah.
One loop?
No?
Don't detach your wire.
No.
Right? You're going to keep the wire on. And the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to moss. So we brought some moss in with us, and I'm going to give Trish some. Okay.
Yep.
And what you do, Trish, is once we've got that on like that, we're going to get one moss and we're going to wrap it round. That's it, that's great. Wrap it round and bind it on with the wire all the way round. I'm teaching Trish because we've known each other for 42 years. And I can shout again and tell her off her mistakes, and she'll not tell me off her mouth. So we're adding the moss, and if you remember on the last video we did that,
Yeah.
we're mossed up, because that moss it's wet and it actually feeds the foliage that we're going to put on, and it's going to last you hopefully right through. Oh, you're doing really well, Trish. It's going to last you hopefully right through the Christmas. And it's obviously it's a hive of activity. Hello there. We're just making Christmas wreaths for the video, for the virtual hub video. We made one last time and it was with stuff that were foraged, but this time we're doing it with both things. But we're also going to be running a wreath workshop here on about the 28th and the 1st, and it's for you and the family. There's limited places, so if you would like to join us, please do come. And we have children. We have children who can be part of it as well. It's a lovely, lovely afternoon.
Was this on Facebook?
Yes.
I'm thinking I've seen your face.
Yes.
I'm thinking, I'm sure I've seen you.
You
were
really
making
do.
it.
Yeah. You really do.
That's good.
It's honestly, it's a lovely afternoon. You know, we get right into the Christmas spirit.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we get dressed up and we'll have mince pies and hot chocolate and we'll have the music on, and then we'll make a beautiful wreath for your front door, and you take it home, and I'll show you how to make the wreath and how to do your ribbons. And we're doing a nice traditional one this year. We're doing cinnamon and orange and pine cones and everything. So if you're interested,
I was going to say, I love this one. Oh my.
The little small decoration.
they're just decorations. But you
I
could
know
make
that.
something
You could
just
make
like
it
that. Yes,
or
you
you
can.
could make it and then spray.
Yes, you
couldn't
could.
Yeah.
You can get very creative, and that's what we want people to do. That's what we want people to do, because
that's
we're not
okay.
having a good
No,
year,
no.
are we? We're not having a good year, and Christmas is coming fast, and
I
this
don't know
is.
what Christmas is going to be like.
Well, we
this
have to
year.
make the best.
Yeah.
We just really have to make the best
Yeah.
of it and try and make it as nice as we can.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can smell the stuff that you
Yeah.
And it's
Sounds
lovely.
wonderful, doesn't it?
And it's just something to do with a family and
Oh,
or on
yeah.
your own, and they make a lovely gift as well. So if you're interested, come and join
We'll have
us.
a look, yeah.
Yeah.
Hope to see you. Bye bye.
Bye.
So yeah, Trish, we're wrapping this around. Isn't that lovely? We're just trying to encourage everyone to come and be part of, Dunston Activity Centre, and be part of, the community here, and enjoy Christmas, because it hasn't been good, has it? At all this year. We've had some real heartache,
Yeah.
and it could be getting worse, not better. But this is such a special time for family and togetherness, and we do need to and crafting is a lovely way to bring more moss. Yes, you can't have some more moss. No, you can't. Not giving you any more. Crafting's a lovely way to bring the family together. So, as you can see, we're mossing, and we've done a little bit preparation before, because when we buy the spruce, it comes in branches like this. So what we've done is cut it down, and I'm going to show you in a minute how we cut it down and what we do with those branches, and how we cut them down, and we make a lovely little bouquet of spruce, and that's what builds the moss, the wreath up. And if, like me, you've probably lost your hoop. Have you lost it yet, Trish? I also lose mine.
I've
Oh, there, I found it. Oh, have you got it?
Good. I'll just pop that.
You've got it.
I don't know how to kill my mosses.
And it's a good excuse to get messy,
Yeah.
isn't it? Because it is very
It's
messy.
fun.
It's messy. So, like I say, me and Trish have known each other for 42 years.
No, you're good my age with Fiona. Yeah. Yeah. Many years.
42 years.
Right then.
So, mine's done. Have you done yours?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm
Good.
good.
And you've still got your
Yeah.
thing attached?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, Fiona, get it together.
My wire.
Your wire attached. Okay. Right, so what I've done is, you can see I've got a basket full of spruce here, and we buy this in like this, and what we do to make them is we just cut them down. So we cut the stems off, because we want these nice, yeah? Cut this one. Cut. So we're going to cut it off, Trish, because you want these sort of nice fingered, like, branches.
Yeah.
That'll do for the minute. We can start. Little ones and just get rid of this. So the first thing we do, once we've mossed this wreath, is we're going to get a biggish one, a biggish branch, yeah.
Good.
And then we're going to get a smaller one, and then a smaller one again, and a few more smaller ones. And we're building it up, yeah,
Yeah.
to like a bulky,
Do we want it more?
and you want it fan-like.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, have a look through, because if you're not happy and you want it nice and thick, yeah. So look for it.
Well, bits both the ones I chose, Fiona.
Yeah, try those.
Thank you.
2 of those.
Yeah, this is something good now.
Yes. So once you've done that, this is the awkward bit. You're going to get a hold of that end, like that, and you're going to, just underneath your loop, you're going to attach that like that, and you're going to pull that wire really tight, and you're going to fasten that spruce onto the frame. Pull it tight, pull the spruce down onto the frame. That's it.
Should I not be going that way though?
Whichever way you want, whichever way you're
Does it
comfortable.
not matter?
No, it doesn't. And give it about three or four sort of, and pull, you can pull it really tight.
Yeah.
3 and 4 sort of turns of the. Have you done it?
Yep.
And we're going to do another one now. Just let go, you're fine, and we're going to make some more.
On the way around.
Yeah. What you're going to do there is you're going to cover the stems, you know where, yes, just like that, fabulous. So you're going to go cover it as tight up as you can, so it's going to be nice and you're going to bind them again. Bye! Are you going to come with your... Yes, I'm making a Christmas door wreath. For you. You can, Mummy can bring you, yeah, and you can make one. Yeah. You want? Yes, you can, and I'll show you how to do it. You're going to do it too. Lovely. So, how are you doing?
I'm good.
You good? Are you flying?
Flying.
Because
Just
you can just-
continue on, yeah.
Yeah, just keep going. All the way up, nice and tight though. So, if you're gonna, if you're gonna pop along to the Wreath workshop here at Dunston Activity Centre, you can just give them a ring and book in. But like I said, we're going to be limited on places, obviously because of COVID and social distancing. So, you might need to book in quick if you're coming along. And it is a lovely afternoon, a really lovely afternoon, and it really does get everyone in the mood for Christmas. Because
Big one this time,
So, do you think? What do you think Christmas is going to be like, Trish, this year? Do you think we can get?
It's going to be a different Christmas for everybody, but I think if we go back to basics a little bit, it can be beautiful.
Yeah.
The crafting and the time spending and things like that. I think it can be a beautiful Christmas still.
I do too. And this is what I've always tried to get across through Rock and Roll Spoons, through my business. But it's I've always, it doesn't have to be expensive.
No.
It doesn't have to be. It's about being together, and it's about doing something as a family together.
Yes.
But also, if you're on your own, or like I said, you can make lovely gifts to people on their own.
So people that they can either come together by doing things like this, Fiona, or they can just spend that time together, in each other's company. In general, they can make new friends, or they can come and spend as family.
And that is it, because at my Wreath workshops, if anybody's been to them up at Mount Community Association in Eaton Banks, which is where I'm from, fabulous. People come back year after year because, as well, it's part of. I mean, they could make their wreath at home if they wanted, but they tend to come to the workshops because it's the atmosphere, being together, meeting up with everyone, even though we have to do it socially distanced. But even just today, like you see, for me and you doing this together, when have we ever done it? Apart from being young and daft.
We call this our togetherness session.
Our togetherness session, we're not out getting drunk and dancing and laughing, and we're just doing something really nice as friends.
Yes.
So, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm hoping
we're not going to run out of spruce, yeah.
I know.
Trish, that looks lovely. Yeah, honestly, you've done really well. Are you enjoying it?
I am. I love anything like this.
Are you going to?
I like crafting.
Are you going to do it? Are you going to make some more?
For you, yes.
Not for you. Not for you. And for friends and family,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, of course I will.
That didn't sound very enthusiastic.
No, I'm saying I will be. Yeah.
Uh-huh. I'm just kidding. Do you think this is like, I tend to think, with the COVID and everything, that's like how our grandparents must have went, in a way through like the war and things like that.
Just
Yeah. How did they, how they had to come together and
make the best of a bad situation in a sense.
Totally.
And still bring the joy in there into it and try for the kids to make things festive or peaceful or yeah.
It's like with same with anything like this, like because I like to make my own Christmas cake. And we tend to do that, me and my girls, as part of like a family thing. I must admit, Rachel, my eldest one's a better cook than I am. And the little one's quite creative, little one. My big tall little one is very creative as well. So it's.
So do you think this year Fiona could be a year when, instead of all the hustle and bustle of going out and buying everything, maybe doing more things like the cooking side of things, the handcraft side of things?
I think so.
And it brings that togetherness of the family, doesn't it? Doing things together, like you say, cooking cake, baking cakes and making decorations.
I mean, you do, don't you? I mean, do you bake with your little nephews and things?
I do, yes. I haven't for a while. My niece, I do. My Shanae, I normally do, yes. I speak a lot with her.
I think it's just bringing, like you say, bringing back the old ways, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is, yes. We are just making the video for the activity hub, the virtual hub, sorry. And
so you're going to be doing those classes?
Yes. We're having two. We're having one on the 20th, Saturday the 28th, and one on the 1st, is it? I'll have to do. If you speak to 20th of November, 1st of December, and no, Saturday
28th and the 1st.
In the 1st,
December,
I
I think it is.
You have to check.
Have you checked with the desk?
It is a lovely, lovely afternoon.
I'm not sure mine will look like that.
They will.
They will.
Because I will teach you how to do that.
Oh, fantastic.
It's so easy.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
So you'll go home with a lovely wreath like so, and you're going to have all the orange and the cinnamon and the pine cones, and I'm going to show you how to make a ribbon and everything and pop them on. We're going to do.
And we'll have fun.
We're going to have some sweet mince pies and hot chocolate and things. So it is a lovely afternoon. Yes, you do. We are going to be limited on so there's, I think we can do, is it 15 we can do per session? 15?
Can I book it now?
20.
Yeah. Can do that. Hello. Oh, here's a Pauline.
So it's the quicker you get. Yeah. But please come along because it's nice.
I will. I'll book a space if I can.
Yeah, you can.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How's Trish doing with it? She's doing good. She's doing really good.
Trying, very trying.
That wreath is lovely. I'm going to help you out. What's it? 27 minutes, yeah. So it's not too long, everyone. I mean, and I suppose you could expand that a bit because we talk. And you talk amongst yourselves as well. And you have a giggle, which is what it's about. a giggle and a nibble when we get the...
It's nice and bushy, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's not like
it should, oh no, it has to be nice and full.
bushy.
Yeah.
Full. I've lost me look, Fiona.
Don't worry, you can always add another one.
I'll find it again.
It's lovely, isn't it?
And I'll show everyone how to make the ribbon too. Like the,
To make the bow.
yeah.
Smelling poorly.
That's nice.
Oh, wonderful, aren't they?
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Let's have a look. Wow, let's have a little look. So,
I'm looking for my look though. I don't know where to start.
sometimes we can bend them into shape as well. You know, like you can move things around just so we can get this shape nice.
Is that good?
I'm going to have a look.
Find me look for us,
I will
Fiona.
find your look. There we go.
Have you got the look?
Not yet. I'm just having a look at the shape of your... You probably are short here.
Oh, I found it. I've
Yeah,
got it.
but you're also short. You could do with another...
No, I've not found it.
Just tie that round a bit. There. Doesn't matter. You can add another one.
Well, it's got to be round about where I finished because
Yeah,
it's
it is.
starting. So.
Don't worry. Everybody loses their looks. Especially me. I lost my look a long time ago. Right, we need a
trying
little
to
bit
think
more
where it was
foliage
where I
added into
started.
there. I think we've been over generous, Trish, haven't we?
I don't know, Fiona.
We've put loads in, haven't we?
Yeah.
So we can just pop a bit more.
Whereabouts?
Wait a minute. Just at the top.
Do you go foraging for that?
Here.
No, this is actually bought in, this one.
Right.
This is more like a boat, you know, you can do this kind of stuff with hobbycraft and you can buy from your local.
Yeah, I like the almost bluey green. It's nice, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. The blue spruce is beautiful.
Right, very nice.
Come on, Fiona, because I'm here
It's nice.
And this is it. Honestly, if there's a space, fill it. If you find that you've got like a little bit of a gap or you don't like the shape of it, and you can always trim it down as well. You know. So, and we'll bend them in. So this is Trish's first, the roundness. Yeah. Right. Well done.
Yeah.
Shall we? We're going to stick some. What do you want to go for, the reds or do you want the naturals?
Natural.
You want the naturals?
Just the green.
Yeah. So, what we'll do is we just tie that
We
off.
need to find the loop, though, do we not?
Oh, we'll probably do.
Yeah.
We'll just make another one. Just got another bit of wire. So, now we're adding the decoration to the wreath. Well, Trish's anyways, I'm still finishing mine off.
So we're on for the cinnamon bundles.
So we're going to put the cinnamon on first. We're just going to dot it around. So we're doing Trish is doing the decoration. I'm just finishing off using the little bits and pieces that's left out of my batch.
Would you do what I've done here, Fiona, and that's each separate, use a separate piece of wire for each one, yeah?
Yes, I do.
Not continuing down
No,
here.
no, you detach your wire. Once you've got all the foliage round, you detach your wire.
This is what you do with the note yellows. Take them over, son.
Would you like to come? Make a wreath?
Well, you're very busy. Hello, Mrs.
Eileen.
Nice and
It's easier if you stand to do this bit, Fiona.
yeah, I
isn't it?
think
You
it
can
is because
always
then
put
you
the
can see. So as
decoration
you
on.
can see, with like, here's the second one. You might need to fasten that a little bit. Like I said before, if you feel like it's not bushy enough or
You
anything.
can just add,
Yeah,
can't you?
just add it and tie it because floristry wire is your best friend.
Yeah.
It is fantastic stuff. Unless you want to slice your fingers off with it, like
Yeah.
I did. I tend to put 3 on, Trish, for the orange, and you just push it through.
Yeah.
Yeah. One's dropped a bit.
And again.
Have
Wow.
you just done that
Twice.
as well?
Twice. See you later, Angela.
These smell gorgeous, don't they?
Yeah. Just like so, Fiona?
Yeah.
Through the centres, yeah.
Make sure it's long enough to go around the wreath form, and then just knot it at the back. Like, just twist the wires together at the back. That's it. See what I mean? Like this.
Oh, yeah, I know that bit. I'm just looking maybe I should have
That's it.
stuck up these different.
No, don't worry about the way they go on. Just, you can actually make these yourself, you know.
The orange slices.
Yeah, I
Just
think
you
you-
bake them off in the oven.
Yeah, you do. That's right, you do. But I mean, obviously,
You can use lemons and all sorts, can't you?
anything.
Anything
Yeah,
like that.
anything like
Limes.
that.
Well, limes are very clever, but
no, we do use limes. Yeah. Orange, lime, lemon, anything with a nice citrusy smell because it goes
Yeah.
lovely with the spruce, the
Yeah.
smell of the spruce. I'm struggling. I've got plaster on my finger now, so I'm struggling to get a hold of this and tie it at the back. Also, just a quick, you know, some people are worried about putting these against their front doors. You can buy wreath backing. Fiona's not having a good time here. Wreath backing plastic, and it's like strips. But a cheap, easy way to do it is get a bin liner,
yeah.
cut a strip down, and then tape it around the back. Or
Just to
pin
stop
it,
it,
yeah.
yeah.
Just to stop it from damaging the door or getting your door dirty if
Yeah.
you're a bit funny about anything like that. I'm not. But I know people are and they want to keep their doors nice. So oh, that's so lovely, Trish.
It smells great.
Oh, when you've
Walk
got,
up smells great.
honestly, when you've got a room full of it,
Yeah, it smells lovely.
it's out of this world. Are you
Love that
singing
music.
away, aren't you?
Yeah.
Singing away all the hymns.
That's probably one of my most favourite parts, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
For the cones, you just,
Wrap it around
Yeah.
the base, yeah.
and just tighten it with a wire again. Like I say, floristry wire is your best friend.
Would you do them separate or would you group them together a bit
Yeah,
more?
you could. Honestly, decoration is just a personal choice. You could do anything you like. Group them together.
Yeah.
Have a few together.
Or separate,
yeah,
whichever you
yeah.
prefer.
Sometimes grouping
Just
looks
to-
nice, and
yeah.
there's plenty of acorns, so
Yeah.
we'll group some.
Yeah. So Pauline, are you going to do this?
Yeah.
Yeah? You'll
Are you coming
enjoy
to
it.
do? Oh, it's lovely. It is lovely.
Pauline likes anything like this.
Oh,
don't
you
you,
love all the
Pauline?
crafts.
Yeah. She wants table decorations, Pauline. She's got
Oh,
orders
do
in, so
you?
we'll have to make that happen for our Pauline this year. Yeah.
Table decor.
Yeah.
Trish is going to make one.
Yeah.
You can.
Look at these for Christmas.
Want me hat, Pauline?
Oh, you do. Joining.
She loves Christmas. She was telling us about how they used to do all the Christmas plays here, Fiona.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, and she was reminiscing. We're talking, was it last week, Pauline? It was nice.
I can see these are some I made earlier. They're just wrapped with red ribbon, and look how simple and pretty it looks. Well, we'll just wrap a few bits of ribbon round. If you carrot off. Hey, I'm not on form today, I'll tell you.
Oh, it's taking longer than you normally would, Fiona, do you think?
No,
No.
not at all. We're quick, very quick, because usually we take longer. Yeah,
Right,
definitely.
That's okay then.
Yeah. You don't need to go quick. It's not about rushing.
No, no.
I'm just.
I love this song.
Oh, it's
Fiona.
lovely, isn't it?
My mum loved this one.
Your mum.
Yeah.
Just put a few more around here. Oh, they're really coming together now, aren't they?
Yep. I'm getting there. I think Mary, she likes cooking now.
I
she
think
would
Mary
love all
would
this
love,
sort of
Mary
stuff.
would
Yes.
love to do this.
Yes,
Would
so
she?
I'm hoping she'll come to class as well.
You
The
must talk to
workshop.
her.
Yes, I shall. I shall call her. Because Mary's lovely. You've met
We
Mary in
always-
church?
Yeah, I did.
We always put one on the door,
And you do want a nice one.
and you do want a nice one, homemade.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
I'll even pay for it.
See? There we go, our Mary.
Well, Mary's going to do a class. And then she'll not need to pay for one next year because she can just make it herself.
Exactly, and then you're getting skills, aren't you? So after that, every following year, you know what to do.
Well, this
But
is
still
it, but
nice
this is
to
what I
just-
was saying before. I always think, I've taught people how to make a wreath. I've shared my skill, and they'll not want to come and do a workshop next year, but they do. And I think it's just because
Fiona?
it's such a nice.
Just, all right, because I was going for the rustic. You're
Yeah,
using
but
the
if you
red
want to put
ribbon.
some red ribbon on, put it on.
Well, we do need
You want some colour?
Yeah, I need.
You're taking that. Are you wanting that one? Yeah.
Oh, was this not one
No,
for me?
it doesn't matter. You have that one.
I like this one.
We'll
Fiona.
have that one.
I like the colours. I love green.
Yeah, the green's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll just
yeah, I
sit down
think-
because I'm swaying to the music.
Are
I'll
you
just
starting?
dance
I know we
around
can
it.
sit down a bit now, can't we? Because I could do with the rest now. Because we're decorating. Oh, Ava Maria, isn't it? Ava
Yeah.
Maria.
So we're just going to put my look on at the end so to decide which way I would want
Yeah,
it.
just have a look at it and see which way you want, and if you need to change anything on it, or.
So would you put the bow to the side or yeah?
Do you know what,
Would
Trish?
you put more than one on?
You can. We'll have a look.
Because you see,
Because
I would maybe
I'm going to
go-
show you, I'm going to hold it up so you
Yeah.
can have a look at it, right?
Yeah.
So you've fluffed your bowl up.
Mhm.
Nice, opened it all up. Now I'll hold your wreath up and you see where you think it would look nicest. And are you happy?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. But you don't need to flatten it down, you're going to
No,
have
I'm
to
gonna.
puff it all
Yeah, I
up.
will after I've tied it on.
Yeah, tie it on and fluff it up.
That's gone straight through my nail.
Hmm?
My nails are filthy off the
your nails.
Yeah.
I know it does. Oh, it's
moths
not a
and that.
clean, floristry is not a clean hobby.
No.
I'm afraid it's about getting dirty.
Yeah.
Oops, and getting with nature.
Yeah.
Are you going to pop some more on? Or are
Some
you
more.
feeling like you're finished?
Oh,
Are you wanting to add
no, I
more?
think I need to.
Yeah, you probably need to add some more
I'm
pine
gonna-
cones
I'm gonna add.
in your group, and
Yes.
it's going to help it up, puff it out a bit, and it'll bring it out a bit more.
Where I put that one, Fiona? I've lost it now.
There's another one if you need one.
Yeah. To group it.
Yeah,
that's all.
you
Maybe
do,
should have
you
done
need
the
a bit
first
more.
piece, Fiona, on singular.
I'm just helping you out here. And you could also add, I can come and help you. And you can add some more orange. And this is what happens at the workshop as well. You know, move around everybody, help them add in little bits and pieces and having a look and making sure everybody's is all nice for them for to take home. Should be trying to put mine in a second, can't I?
I think Joyce would like to do this because
Yeah.
she puts an artificial one on her door and buys a fresh one for her mother's grave, and I said, well, you
That's
should put
another
your,
good thing.
Well,
should
we
put
do-
graves.
put your
we
fresh
do
one
do-
on the door and then take it to the grave when after Christmas
Yeah.
because it's still fresh.
Yes,
isn't
Yeah,
it?
a lot of
it
people
is.
do that.
And it lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, mine was still going strong. I didn't get rid of it until September.
Yeah.
And they do last. They're well worth getting a fresh one.
It's just our Joanne, our lovely Joanne. She's staff here. She's been doing the soft play for the children today. Yeah,
Because there's lots of activities on in here, isn't there?
yeah.
What do you have, Trish?
On a Monday, toddler times. Margaret does that. You met our little daughter before because you met Margaret in church, yeah.
Yeah.
Margaret does toddler times. I think Ed may be doing that with her as well at the moment. Obviously, everything's very different to the way they would have done things at one time. They tend to take the children out and things
Yeah.
now. There's gymnastics,
I saw ballet as well.
baby ballet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
that's-
lovely.
It's different sports, and obviously some are.
We've got
we
it.
have Slimming World here and
Well,
all them
this-
sort of things,
We need
you
the
know.
Slimming World, don't we, girls?
Oh, yes.
It's great. I've only. Do you know what? I love doing that.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go until after Christmas.
Are you just going to eat what you want first and then yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that sort of.
So they've got the Slimming World. What else they've got? Slimming World, toddler things, dance, baby.
Gymnastics.
Oh, wow.
To transform your life, which isn't part of. That's not in it, you know. But there's also that on the DAC virtual hub, which I think's wonderful.
What is that to do with?
Just to transform your life.
To do with the church here.
Yeah,
Yes.
and just to do with other churches, people, so to do with people and helping them and dealing with this lockdown situation, you know, especially coming up with time of Christmas. There's people who aren't coping very well, you know.
No, they're not.
So it's a wonderful. I mean, it helps me. You know, and I look forward to it coming out every week, you know. There's a lot of wise words there, you know.
And what else is there then? So we've got like a therapy thing.
Yeah, they do drop a gene size as well on the virtual hub. Yeah, these are the virtual hub ones I'm going through now. So there's the karate, the drop a gene size. We do art adventures, isn't it, for the small children. Oh, it's that cute.
my
Loads
God,
of
I'm having a hot
just
blush here.
simple little things I can do at home with the little ones, you know, like crafting, and you know they use things that's easy to get, you know, like to paint with, rather if you haven't got a paintbrush, just use a sponge and things. You know, it's wonderful.
I
some
love
of
all
the
that,
things.
yeah.
Yes, so that's really good, Fiona. Yeah, they've got.
So really there's something for everyone, isn't there?
All ages,
Yeah,
yes.
fab. So what we do now is we're just helping Trish's wreathing, puffing it up a bit more and adding a little bit more to it. And this is, like I say, what we do with the wreath workshops as well. You know, we make sure everybody goes home with something really nice to put on their door. Oh, thank you, honey. Hey. Oh, thank you.
That's all pretty, aren't they? They just
Gorgeous.
say Christmas, don't they?
Yeah, they
well,
do.
one of the things that does. Yeah.
We've got one up, Trish.
Is yours down?
Down, there's water there, yeah, sort of thing. Do you think?
Okay,
Yeah.
have a look at that one. I don't know. I don't know. There's some, I might pinch another air. Actually, no, I won't. There's some, you could add that on, because you can't
No,
see.
no.
You haven't got much though. I'm
I've
telling
got
her
one
off.
wired.
Hey,
I've got
man.
one wired.
Get it on. Hey man. Hey man.
Marks out of 10 so far for our
That-
beginner.
I think
that's
it's
that's
just
a
absolutely-
Dunston coming out in Fiona now.
The Dunston coming up. Yeah, man. Get it stuck on there, lass.
where are we going to
I
put
think
that?
about here.
Right there?
Yeah, I do. So we can see it. I think marks out of 10 is definitely 10 because she's done a fab job. And for somebody who's for your first attempt, fabulous. And you just get better. Honestly, the more you do, the more you do.
What she means is the more, well, you know, when you're doing them daily, for me, you're going to get good.
But actually what you're saying as well about you can buy little small reforms and adding a little bit spruce, and they are very popular at this time of year for graves and things.
Yeah.
Or you can take this one.
Yeah.
And
then Fiona, you know, we're going to discuss when, because I had holly in the garden, and that's why I'm leaving a bit.
yes.
Actually, why I'm doing
Are
mine
you
a bit
going to add a
sparse.
bit holly to it?
Yeah.
With the berries?
Yeah.
Right.
Because I have, so
Yes,
you can
add
add
to
your,
it.
your own stuff as well,
Oh, you
if
can
you
add
want.
anything
you know,
you like.
anything.
I'm not sure about this. What does anybody think we should add this or not?
No,
No?
that's it. Honest, I promise.
No?
I'm a friend. That's what friends do.
Right. Okay then.
No. It's nice. I love it, but not on there.
Not on
I
it.
like
It's just like the orange and
Yeah.
everything. Do you think we need a bit more orange on there? Let's have a look. So shall we hold them up so everyone can see?
I think I'm doing mine to go off slightly to the side. I don't know why. I don't know if that looks right. Or...
You can change it when you get home,
Yeah.
Trish. And if you're going to add,
I'm gonna
and
add
this is what I
holly.
say to everybody as well, if you want to bring any of your own foliage out the gardens, like holly,
Yeah.
or anything really, any kind of berries or evergreen to add to the spruce, bring it along with you,
Yeah.
or we can just go for the spruce.
Yeah.
And
And any special, you know, you can add, you know, if you have special decorations that you would normally have on your tree, if you'd like.
Well, yeah.
And you're not going to put them on your tree. or
Baubles,
whatever,
stick a few baubles
anything,
on.
anything you like,
Yeah.
anything that goes with your
And
or
usually I bring, I mean I have done that in the past, bought baubles and things for people to stick on. But also, you know, we can add a bit. I always bring a tin of artificial snow as well.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know, we
that
just
sounds
add a
nice.
little bit of whatever, or you can
Yeah.
just keep it totally natural
Yes.
and just go for the smell of the spruce and the orange and the cinnamon.
Yeah.
But anyways, everyone, here we go. And I really, really look forward to seeing you all soon. And thank you so much for spending the afternoon with us here at Dunston Activity Centre. And thank you to my dearest friend in the world, Trish. I love you loads.
You too.
Thanks
Look at the
everyone.
camera. Thank you.